Yo, peace and blessings, everybody. Peace and blessings, H-Town. Man, to my family, to my city folks, to the people that's surrounding the city, on the outskirts, in the small rural areas, smaller cities or whatever. Man, may the peace and blessings of the Almighty be upon you. Fill your hearts and minds, through this particular difficulty in these trial times, because during times like this, during times where we are really being tested, you have to be able to remain in a place where you can see clearly, and it's easy for us to get filled with anxiety and boredom and depression and despondency. You know what I'm saying? It's easy for an individual or for us to get or become hopeless in a time or in a situation where you seem to be suffering loss after loss. From power to personal possessions, furniture, houses, cars. And not to mention, man, they talking about 5 more days of rain. At least that's what I'm hearing. I heard 3 at first. Now I'm hearing people talking about 5. So that may be 3 to 5 more days with no work. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm feeling that one for sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't like missing too many days off my grind. So again, because them bills don't stop and people still want their money. I haven't heard of a situation where, we are excused. You know what I'm saying? But I make all this to say, man, we ain't going to focus on the problem each time. My family and friends, man, those who I know personally, those whom I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching the news. I'm on Facebook. I check on who I remember to and who I think about to check. If I hadn't checked on you, man, don't blame it on my heart. Blame it on my mind. But again, I make this video particularly to highlight to everybody, so I hope you look at it. And I just want to tell everybody, man, keep your head up. Stay positive. Understand that, man, can't nothing break you unless you allow it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't beat until you accept defeat. And again, no matter what is lost, man, as long as we got life and breath in us, we can rebound and come back from anything. Yeah, it may take a little time. Yeah, it may take some sacrifice, but we also have to understand that everything, man, happens for a reason, and I truly believe that everything happens for a reason, and I believe that reason is for each and every individual significantly different. Everybody, whatever happens to us and whatever directly affects us or indirectly affects us, there's a significant design for it. That's my belief. That's my personal perspective. And I extend it out to say this here. During times like this, when we just really forced to sit down somewhere, man, let's let this time be a time of reflection, because we don't want to have to repeat the same cycles over and over. And I believe that when we have to repeat the same tests over and over in life, it's because we're not passing it, man. It's something we're not learning. It's something we're not getting, And while struggle is constant, while the cycle of storms is real, we either in one, headed to one, or coming out one. I believe that, bro. And so I say all that to say that, while all that's real, yet and still, whatever we go through, and it hits us directly, and I say directly because right now in my area, I stay in the inner city part, you know what I'm saying? And I'm very, very grateful. And I tell everybody, so far, so good, man. Water not in my house, Water, I'm not having to deal. My light's been on. It went on for maybe 20 seconds, and came back on, man. All praise due to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say that for those of us out there, man, who really going through it, who losing houses and cars and so on, man, I feel for you. Trust me, I do, man. I feel for you, and I pray that you stay strong and you keep your head up, and you really, and right now is the time to really prove everything you say you are. If you strong, it's time to prove it. If you say you about that life, it's time to prove it. You know what I'm saying? So, man, loss is designed to build us and to prepare us for other responsibilities in life. And it also meant to humble us in some ways. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, but to each his own. This is time for personal reflection anytime in time of difficulty, because the heat and furnace is designed to help us see clearly. Believe that, you know. And if we don't get it this time, trust me, man, we'll go through it again and give it an opportunity to try to learn and get it again. You know what I'm saying? So I myself try to always stay grateful for the little things, because those who suffer the most, I believe right now, probably don't suffer all the time. And it's not the, take anything from it, this, that, and another, but I believe that everybody is suffering every day. And then there are times when those suffer more at a particular time than others. And maybe it's because those who suffer every day, they don't suffer like no big whop song. They just suffer every day in some kind of way or another. You know what I'm saying? And then some of us who seem to be enjoying the blessings and benefits of life, more often, and don't seem to be feeling that struggle on a more consistent basis, may suffer hard when it's time to pay dues. So again, I believe that everything that we go through, though, whether it be in small spurts every day or whether it be a lump sum sporadically, I believe it's designed to help us get to a better and a bigger place in our personal lives, man. And I believe that the more we get it, the less we got to go through it. I believe the more we get it, the more we understand. I believe that when we start passing them tests, the less we got to go through. It's just my personal belief. But beyond all of that, man, I'm telling y'all to say, man, stay on it, man. Don't lay it down. Stay strong. Stay grinding. Stay about it. If you got faith in the Most High, don't let it die down now. And so whenever we start crying and all of that, that's a lack of faith, man. Stay strong, stay big, stay mindful. Don't walk into all around your house like you don't understand the dangers of water and electricity and stuff like that. Because if it's in there and you got stuff plugged up, you ain't being mindful. We can't stop that water from coming in if it do decide to roll up there and come up in our house. So what we do is handle what we can handle. Unplug stuff, lift stuff up, put stuff in high places that you can save. And some of the stuff that you ain't got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? You lose something you can't stop from getting. If you lose it, man, it's a L. You know what I'm saying? Take that L. But you can't minimize your losses. You can't control the loss, but we got to stay mental in the mind of the game. And for, of course, nobody want to lose their vehicles and things like that, man. And again, man, I feel for y'all, man. I feel for anybody who's lost any relatives or family, any of that. You know what I'm saying? My prayers go out to you. My heart go out to you. And I pray that you still focus on the solution and you stay positive. If we focus on the negative, we focus on the L, we focus on that loss, man, all we're going to do is put ourselves in a position where we ain't healthy to play the game. And life is a game. You got to stay thinking. You got to stay ready. You got to stay strong. You got to stay in it, man. You got to stay swinging. You got to stay crawling. You got to stay batting. You can't lay it down. You feel me? Because when you lay it down, you might as well die, to be honest with you, because that's how it's going to feel. That's how it's going to feel. It's going to be a slow deterioration. So, man, don't lay it down. Stay strong. Stay about it, because we got too much to live for. We got too much to stay fighting for. All you got to do is recognize your reason, because if your reason big enough, you're going to stay in. You ain't going to lay it down. Can't nobody even put you out. Dude got to beat you out the door with a bat to get you out the game. And you ain't finna allow it. So, again, man, I say all that to say, man, let's stay on it, man. For everybody in the A, surrounding the A, because it's everybody who dealing with this hurricane situation, man, we feeling it down here right now. And to some level or another, we deal with it every year. So it ain't no reason why we really ain't prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to go through it to get better prepared for it the next time around. You better believe that. But say, man, let's learn from these tests in life, and let's stay on and let's show that we really about what we say we're about. Hey, it's time, and surrounding counties, man. Stay on it. Stay grinding. Stay with your mind in the game. Don't lay it down. Stay fighting. We soldiers here, huh? For real. Stay about that life. Hassan, man. Enjoy Hassan, the children's light of man's enterprise.